Drive-Thru. We're your hosts, Ron and Shubha, and we're here to answer all your real estate questions in under 3 minutes or a spree.
Thanks, Shubha. Today we're going to be talking about new home construction. It's something we get asked about a lot. So we're going to be covering a lot of topics, so we actually decided to break it into 2 videos for you. So one this week and one next week, talking about some various topics. So today we're going to be talking about the financing of a new home and some things to look for when you're actually going to purchase your home.
So Ryan, I'm sure the first and foremost things our viewers want to know is what's the most important thing when you're looking for a new home or a new construction?
Absolutely. And I always tell people there's a few things you should look for. Number one being you want to find a reputable builder, because you don't want to go out there and find a builder who builds homes cheap, slaps them up, and doesn't take care of their homes, because it may seem fine now, they look good, but in 5 years from now things start falling apart. So you definitely want to research, find out how long they've been in the business, find out if they have their own warranties and on top of the tear-on warranty, and see what kind of building they do. The other thing you should look for is what phase of the development you're in. So a lot of times with new subdivisions, they'll have phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. They start a little subdivision, and it could be 2 or 3 years before that whole development's actually done. So you want to find out where you are in that phase, and how long actually the completion is going to be, because the last thing you want to do is be in construction for the next 3 years.
Definitely. I know when my wife and I were looking for our new construction home, we used an agent.
Yep.
Would you recommend the same in this situation?
Absolutely. I always talk to people and tell them that you definitely need a new agent when it comes to buying a new home, because for one, they're going to look out for you. They're working on your behalf. When you go to the builder's working for the builder, not you. I mean, yes, they're going to try to work and get it done, but the agent's going to negotiate on your behalf. They're also going to help you pick the best upgrades, and they're going to make sure the contract's in your favor as well. So getting a financing for this is obviously important as well.
Yeah, well, the financing for a new construction differs a little bit than when you're buying a resale home. And the main reason for that is the extended closing period.
Right.
Now, first and foremost, builders nowadays, when you purchase a new home or a new construction, new build, they want to see your pre-approval in place before they even go firm on that purchase and sale agreement. They want to know that you can afford that home you're buying, so 2 years later, you're still there and you're going to buy that home rather than them having to look for another purchaser at that time. So that's going to be your first step when going out and looking for a new construction. Second is going to be, because of this extended closing period, most lenders and most institutions that only give you that rate hold for up to 120 days aren't going to cover off the 1.5 years, the 2 years, even 3, 4, 5 years if we're talking about a condo project. So typically what we recommend is going to the on-site lender. Now that's going to be the bank or the institution that's involved in financing the construction project. So they have a vested interest in that project itself, and they're willing to offer you an extended rate hold to be able to cover off the period until it's complete. So you'll get a good interest rate, typically what it is today, or with the day that you purchase, and it'll hold off for 2, 3, even 4 years possibly. Now, when you do come closer to closing, we recommend a few different options, which we'll talk about in our next video, but that should be good enough to get you kind of the ball rolling in this process.
So stay tuned for our video next week. We'll give you some more topics, and hopefully this one was helpful for you.
Hopefully that helped, and thanks for watching the Real Estate Drive-Thru.
See you next time.